Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching live on the on the interweb, as some people call it, I'm joined live in studio by two very special guests. My primary one teacher, Mary E., and the star of the show with the pantomime that's happening in Hilltown next week, Cinderella. So we're going to start off with Mary E. Mary E., give us a wee bit of background on you. Tell us how you get into pantomime writing and how you got roped into writing one for Hilltown.
Okay, Paddy. First of all, thank you very much, Paddy, for inviting us on the show. I hope your listeners will appreciate it. Maybe you mightn't be listening to it all. But however, how did I get into pantomimes? I've always been interested in dramatics. I was always doing things, writing plays and doing concerts and things like that. And I take part in the 1 Point pantomime every year. That's great crack. But Jimmy Cousins very kindly, or not, came and said to me, would I do something to raise a bit of money for the Clonduff GAA? So of course I said, very, very reluctantly, I will. But what I really wanted always to do was a pantomime, so I took the opportunity, and that's what we're doing this year, Cinderella.
Okay, and can you tell us a wee bit about Cinderella?
I will, surely. Cinderella, the traditional story of Cinderella is a lovely story, but in Clonduff we seem to have a wee twist and everything. And the twist this year is that Cinderella and the King and Queen and all the participants don't actually go to the ball, but they go to the Clonduff bar, to Larry's.
Right.
So, and we're very honoured with having Manus Larry taking part in the play as well. He's been very understanding. He's given up his night's work and coming up and being the barman in the
The only barman at Hilltown, Mary.
The man. But having said that, I've got a great list of people that's involved, and I'd like to mention them all.
Some big stars, if I do say so, in the lineup myself. Major stars.
Okay.
Do you want to run through them there?
Well, indeed. Bernice McAleenan is a lovely girl. She's here with me today, and she is Cinderella, the star of the show. Myself and Paddy Mackin, the man himself here, is in the show. So believe me, Paddy's well worth coming to see. And we've got Patrick Bradley and Sean Francis Grant as the Ugly Sisters. Now, two better, uglier men you couldn't get as the Ugly Sisters. I'm sure they're in their element.
I have to agree, I've seen them at rehearsals.
Yeah, we've got Paul McConville and Aileen Wilson, PJ McGill, Eileen McCusker, an old hand at the job, doing an excellent job. John Fagan, Seamus Parr, Anne McPone and Tommy Kelly from Cabra.
Good lineup.
Us the honour of
Had to keep the Cabra ones in.
Oh, Cabra, can't forget about Cabra. Martin Farnan, now he's a boy that you would have seen on the football team years ago. He's taken a new role now. Eugene Lively Jr., a lovely wee fella. Marion Brannigan, Kitty Fagan, Caroline McGreevy, Stephen McConville, another great fella. Now then we have our traditional music people in Hilltown. That's Mickey Tumbledy, Paul Kelly and Cormac McKay. And of course I've mentioned Manus, but we've got two great singers on too. That's John Doyle and Owen Grant.
Perfect, sounds like a very good lineup.
It's a great night.
When's it all happening, Mary?
We open up on Sunday at 3 o'clock. That's Sunday the 1st of December at 3 o'clock. And Wednesday and Thursday the 4th and 5th of December at 8 o'clock. And it's pay at the door, £5 for adults and £3 for children. And of course, if you come with 2 or 3 children, there'll be a concession.
I sure look after you.
We're not there to rob you.
Okay, we'll come back to Mary after this one. How would I go, Seamus? We're with the Honda 50, so we're back with Mary and Bernice live in studio. So, Mary, now's your chance to scunder me. What have you got to say?
Okay, Paddy. I remember Paddy in P1. And he was such a lovely little boy in P1, and he hasn't changed. He's just a great big fella now, aren't you, Paddy?
You're looking for any points, Mary.
Oh yes. I'm looking for more people to come to the pantomime. I'm telling them all the good points.
Surely, any bad points?
No. About you, Paddy?
Yeah.
No.
Now's your chance.
No bad points at all. How could it be? I'm telling you, I am 35 years married.
Are you?
Yeah, and I know what a husband should or should not be, and you are husband material, Paddy.
You reckon, Mary?
Yeah, definitely. There's some wee woman in Annaclone smiling from ear to ear, aren't you? Maybe John Dan's smiling too.
Enough of that crack.
Ah.
We're gonna. You got me all flustered now.
Oh no!
Just before
I love
starting
to
release,
see a man flustered.
Mary came into the studio today and she was wearing a nice silver necklace, and she got herself that much worked up that she broke the necklace.
Broke my good necklace.
Poor Mary, that's a sign of a frustrated woman.
Yes, she breaks all if she doesn't break out.
So
Okay,
we're
talk to
gonna pass
Bernice.
over to Bernice. Mary, you brought Cinderella along with you today.
I did indeed, and a wonderful Cinderella she
She
is
is
too.
surely, she is surely. She plays the part very well.
She
So
does.
Bernice, tell us, how did you get into drama?
Well, in P1, in the nativity play, had the role of Mary, and then in primary 7, we were doing Hansel and Gretel, and I was the evil stepmother, and
Oh.
now Cinderella. So
Well, that's a good change from the evil stepmom to Cinderella, isn't
yeah,
it?
it is all right.
There you go. And Mary says Cinderella's a bit of singing on it.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of singing. I have 4 songs and I have 2 duets, which I'm looking forward to with the boys. But no, the songs will be good. I'm looking forward to them.
Are you going to give us a wee preview today?
I don't think I'll bother. No, you'll have to come to the show to
That's
see
the
that.
answer, Bernice.
See
That's
that
the
there.
answer.
See
Yeah,
that
you
there.
see, I've her well
You
studied
have.
out, sorted out. Yeah, that's hard.
So Cinderella's all about a love story.
Oh yes, very romantic now.
Would
But-
Bernice have a Prince Charming in her life at the minute?
No, I'm just saving myself for the real
I
thing
need
of
to
the
adjust
show.
the contrast
you
in that
see.
camera there. You're getting very red.
You see, you
Must
see,
be.
and we're not going to hear that, Paddy.
No,
No, she's not going to tell us anything like that.
I don't know. We might
That's
have to,
top secret.
Maybe one night at the show we'll say, will the real Prince Charming stand up?
there you go.
please?
Maybe Thursday night, the
Yeah,
finale.
we could do
Oh,
that.
he'll make an appearance now.
Willie, that's good.
So what else can we look forward to in Cinderella and Hilltown? Anything else you want to tell us about it?
Bernice, have you anything you'd like to say? I would just like to say it's great fun.
Yeah,
And it's
sure,
local
yeah.
humour. And come along, and even if you're outside Clonduff, you'll certainly enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at the cuttifice. To put it mildly, just to look at the
Yeah.
cuttifice. And the thing about everybody in it is geared to do their best and enjoy it.
Mm.
And if the characters on the stage are enjoying it, you can guarantee
The
the
audience
people in
will,
the
yeah.
audience will
Yeah.
enjoy it. So even though I say it myself, like, it is worth coming to.
Oh,
It's
it is,
definitely a bit of crack.
definitely
Yeah.
Definitely. And we're all enjoying the rehearsals so far anyway too.
Aye, well, that's good.
There's some crack. as
Mary,
well.
I'm glad to see in primary 7 you had me playing the part of an ugly sister. I
Were
must
you
have
the ugly
matured. I
sister?
must have matured and developed into something a wee bit better now.
Yeah,
You've
honest to
upgraded
God.
me.
I forgot
took
you
me
were
as
the
your
ugly
husband.
sister. And now I have you as my
See
husband.
that
Oh.
You
there?
see, I told you about the husband material, didn't I? You see,
The all Mary need to watch out.
yes, and he does. He goes
two
for
Marys.
He goes for Marys too, but I don't think he goes for the older ones. No, he'll stick with a clone
You're only
Mary.
as old as the woman you're feeling,
Yeah.
Mary.
Yes, well, don't bother. It's not worth it, believe me, Paddy.
So it's happening next Sunday, the 1st of December, and then the following Wednesday and Thursday, all in Hilltown Hall.
That's it.
And it's pay at the door tickets.
£5 and £3, and there'll be a concession if you've got 2 or 3 children with you. We're not out to rob anybody or make a big deal out of it. We all know the situation, and it's coming near Christmas. Every pound's a prisoner.
Yeah.
So we're just there to give a bit of entertainment to
Exactly.
people, and I seriously hope you'll enjoy it. I wrote it, produced it, and directed it.
Well, it's sure
and
to be
I'm
great.
I'm 100% clown, so it should be good.
A good recession session.
That's it.
That's the
That's
one.
the one, Paddy. See, you learned so much from
Mary
me.
E,
Paddy.
I nearly forgot to ask you, have you ever been in a panto before?
Aye, yes, I go to Warren Point every year.
Do you?
Yeah, and I'm always the dame.
See
I
that?
took over from Bobby Roach. Bobby was the dame for years, and then when Bobby retired, they very kindly asked me along. So I'm the dame every year.
So we're honoured to have your presence here in the studio today. A star.
Not at all, not
Star,
at all.
surely.
Sure, I'm delighted to be asked to come in. Any excuse to get talking, and I'm there.
I sure know, right? Like,
How's your mommy and daddy and all doing, Paddy?
doing great, doing great. She's still shouting.
Is she? No, and you're out to 4 o'clock this morning. I'm sure she was
Say
shouting.
nothing, say nothing.
No,
say
no,
nothing.
shush, shush.
She
say
was
nothing.
sleeping by the time I got home.
Ah, you see, you can't tell all. Right, Bernice?
That's it.
That's
Keep her-
it.
Mary, moving on. Is it pay at the door or tickets?
Pay at the door.
Pay at the door, surely.
Yeah.
A lot of people were asking me about that. And it's next Sunday.
Sunday the 1st of December at 3 o'clock, and Wednesday and Thursday the 4th and 5th of December at 8 o'clock. Pay at the door.
And watch out for more details and information on that on the Clonduff
Aye.
GAC Facebook page.
That's it. That's
And
it.
any statuses I'll also share on my own
Very good.
So big thank you to Miriam Bernice for joining us in the studio. Cinderella happening next Sunday and the following Wednesday and Thursday. Make sure and get yourself along to it and see me making a complete agent out of myself.
No, he's very good actor.
All of us as well. Like,
Yes.
not just.
Thanks very much, Paddy,
Yes.
and hello and goodbye to all your listeners.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Mary.
you.
Thank you very much, Bernice. And Cinderella happening next week. Make sure and get along to that one.